Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. This week just seems to be the week of updates on the Johnny Depp case because I've got another one for you. First, we had Roberta Kaplan, who was Amber's attorney and has basically withdrawn herself from the case entirely. I've made a video about that. It's linked down below. Make sure to check it out. This video is about Melanie Iglesias. Now, I've already made a video about this a week ago, so if you haven't watched it already, hit that pause button, check out the link in the description box, and make sure to watch that video because it is important to understand the context of the topic before you watch this update. For those of you who have watched that video, you will remember that Melanie filed a motion to quash the order that a judge made, which compelled her to provide testimony in support of News Group, or The Sun, in the UK libel case. The hearing date set to determine her motion was the 10th of June. So since that day, I have been scouring the internet looking for an update, and I found one. Now, as of the day of filming, the media hasn't reported on the update, so all I could find was the actual court files on Pacer, which is a website that the court uses to publish its documents. It is a paid subscription, so I wasn't able to get my hands on the actual court documents because I rarely use that website, so I'm not about to go pay for it. And it's not even a cheap subscription. It's hefty. It's like $50 a month, and then there's another $100 a month option, so no, obviously. The good thing is they do post a summary of the judgment right under the PDF link, so we can get the gist of it. So Melanie's motion has been denied, which means that she must testify for News Group if required. Now, she's been given until the 8th of July to raise any additional concerns, so I'll keep my eyes peeled out for that because I anticipate that she will still try to fight this. So essentially, she has to give testimony. So in my first video, I didn't flat out say she's lying and that's why she's afraid to provide her testimony, although I think a lot of you in the comments, if not all of you, have pretty much stated that belief. I've already mentioned in the earlier video that I think she didn't know what she was getting herself into, which is very silly in my opinion. It's just all very suspicious. If you have nothing to hide, why are you afraid to provide testimony? All of the reasons that she raised, I attempted to shoot down in my last video. Based on the fact that the motion was denied, the judge and I are on the same page. Now, I don't know his exact reasoning, but clearly he did not think they were good enough reasons or valid reasons to excuse her from providing testimony. I got a lot of questions in the video that I initially posted about this topic, about Melanie Iglesias. You all want to know what could happen to Melanie if she doesn't show up. She would most likely be held in contempt of court, and the penalty for that is usually a fine or even a stint in jail. Specifically in California, according to the relevant legislation, someone like Melanie, let's say she was arrested and brought into court, the judge will then determine whether she is guilty of contempt or disobeying an order, and then a fine may be imposed not exceeding $1,000 payable to the court, or he or she may be imprisoned not exceeding 5 days, or both. So these are the consequences in California. I wouldn't be surprised if she still refuses to provide testimony. I really wouldn't. I think $1,000 is a lot for your everyday person. 5 days in jail is definitely not something that people are happy to go through. I don't know what the judge would go for if she was held in contempt of court. But I hope that answers your question. It's not like you can just not show up and, get on with your life. There are consequences to disobeying a court order. So for anyone out there who is also involved in a case and has been called upon as a witness, has been issued a subpoena, basically, you can't just ignore it. You can't just sit on it and pretend it didn't happen. You need to respond to that subpoena and either object to it for valid reasons or just show up or produce the evidence that has been required of you. All right, that's it. Another quick update for you on this ongoing case. Like I said, I will try to keep my eyes peeled for any other updates, but you guys have been helping me out a lot with bringing updates to my attention, and I really wanted to thank you for that. I really appreciate it. As always, let me know what you think in the comments below. I read every single one of your comments and I try to respond as much as I can. Thank you so much for commenting and for interacting with me. It's a sign that I have produced engaging content, and it would be a failure in my eyes if people were not telling me what they thought. So keep on sharing your thoughts. I really take them on board. Thank you again for watching. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in a future video.